an onside kick to begin the game. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter.
That's my gun.
Man, you already know I'm declining it. You want to quit, quit.
Where's Longtime and Dudeen? Didn't they show?
They're inside, sleeping. Rode in late last night.
Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing. Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 30 on 2nd down, Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try the left side. Patterson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Patterson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. To throw is Heineke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to be out of bounds, well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
You mind if I get one? I don't mind.
Second and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. On the draw, it's Gibson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to pressure. Gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Heineke is going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Heineke. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Forced out to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll throw again. Heineke escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, Heineke. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Heineke now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Heineke on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Shoots real pretty. Wouldn't you say?
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Third and short yardage. Heineke.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Heineke to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Ain't proving anything to let you get my head blowed off. Rude. A couple shots more whiskey can't do my soul any harm. No doubt about that. Well, I'm not the wickedest man in the West. No hard feelings.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Carter. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Heineke on 1st down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
1st down, Heineke.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards.
And Washington has retaken the lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Heineke.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Heineke. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Taking a shot for Samuel.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On 1st down, it's Gibson.
A giant hole up the middle.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be...
You can tell me if you wrote this poetry to my daughter.
Senor Vidal, I'm in love with your daughter. I would like to marry her.
I could never approve of this marriage. Our way of life is too different from yours.
Senor Vidal, I have no intention of remaining a hotel clerk all my life. I came here to Chicago to get in the cattle business. A man can make a fortune on the trail these days.
In Maria's world, money is no particular recommendation. Maria, we are going home. Let's start packing. And now be good enough, please, to have my bill sent up.
Put you on the block list, too.
Goodbye, young man. And don't think that love can find a way. I know all the ways.
Here he comes. Mr. Reese, it's a pleasure to have you with us again.
Pleasure to be here, Fowler. I guess you know most of my men. I want them all taken care of.
Certainly, Mr. Reese. The boys will take you straight to your room. Bring a large herd through?
Worst trailing I ever saw. Storm is droughts and Indians. Every Indian between here and Dallas is feeding on my beef. Will you send up some whiskey, a couple of dozen cold chickens? I'm sick of beef.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Now, there'll be the usual number at the party tonight. You have enough food?
All taken care of, Mr. Reese.
Fine. Hot baths. We've been on the trail for 2 months. We want lots of hot water. You there? First one to the bath, boys.
You know the quality of my herd. I can sell you all the beef you want.
Fine. Will you hold on to it? We'll do business when I get down there.
Good.
Hasta muy pronto, amigo.
Vendrá mucho gusto en recibirlo, señor.
Thank you.
Maria. Maria.
To the end zone for a touchback.
Yes, sir. We lost 87 head on the stock train between here and Wichita. 87. Yeah, they got shaken off their feet, kicked and dead. Now, you should have seen that. If you know what, it had railed there 8 inches wide.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and back. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
You live in Chicago,
Another try after the first down sack.
Heineke.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
Steps away to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now back to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of the lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down throw for Heineke.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Heineke again.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 82 yards.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Well, you're an idiot. You're a dreamy idiot, and that's the worst kind. Do you know what the trail is really like? Dust storms all day, cloudbursts all night. Man's going to be a fool on that kind of life.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Nobody wants to take a finger on the fellas. Too much responsibility. It wouldn't be your responsibility. And I'm telling her everything is my responsibility.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. To the air again, Heineke slings this deep from McLaurin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Heineke. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call,